HTML and Google Classroom, and students turning in their work can be quite a challenge. The student has to turn their work in through an HTML document, and that's another lesson in and of itself. But once the student turns their work in through HTML and the instructor goes to the assignment, and there's one student who's turned the work in, I notice that they do have an index HTML document here, and I click on it, and what I get is the code. And I want more than just the code. I actually want to see a preview of what the student has done. So this is of no help to me in assessing the student's work. So we've had to learn some little tricks and some ways to be able to really see what the student has done. So the student turns in an HTML file. Google Classroom and Google Docs brings it just simply back as the code, but we'll notice the three little dots in the upper right hand corner for more actions. We're going to click on that, and for whatever reason within the Google ecosystem you have to open in a new window. Once this document is opened in a new window, I have the option to download it, which I could do, but that gets kind of extraneous with multiple students. You have 30 students in a classroom and download 30 documents, and trying to manage that becomes very cumbersome. But we do notice right in the middle of our browser it says open with Google Chrome, and one thing we can do is click on open with Google Chrome, and there is the student's work. It's right before us, so I can get a good view of it. However, I want a little bit more than that. I want to be able to click on the drop down menu and go to a little program called HTML Editey. This is a Google add-on. It's a an app through the App Store, the Chrome Store. And when I open this up, I get something that I'm really impressed with, and that is a code editor on half the interface and the actual preview window on the other side. So for an example, in the left-hand window, I have the student's code. I'm able to look and read and see what they've actually coded and to assess that. And on the right hand side I can see the preview to see what the student has coded. So I get both the best worlds here. I'm able to see their code. I'm able to do a formative assessment by looking at the code and a preview. It just simply makes things a lot easier. So when students upload work through Google Classroom, they're in Google Classroom, the student is going to upload their work. You're going to click on the document. Once that code comes up within the Google system, you want to make sure that you go to More Actions, open a new window, and from the drop-down menu choices, love the little add-on called HTML Editey. In fact, once you look it up, it will look like this in the Chrome Store, HTML Editey. Great little add-on for those who are teaching computer science to help assess students' work.